This is the Best or Worst Podcast. And now, here are your hosts, Koji Steven Sakai and M. Martin Mapoma.
All right. Welcome. This is the Best or Worst Podcast. I am Martin.
And I am Koji.
All right.
And this is episode number 48.
You can't just get on me like that. This is episode 48, number 48. We've done so many now. This is awesome. That being said, our society is so focused on celebrity. Our society is so focused on celebrity, we sometimes forget that regular people lead interesting lives as well. Best or worst moment of your life? Host Koji Steven Sakai and then Martin Mapoma are here to let your story out. We put people on the spot. What are you going to hear? It could be funny. It could be poignant. It could be sad. You'll know when we know. Best of World Podcast is a twice weekly now podcast. On Tuesdays, we get to know our hosts. Get to know our guests. I'm just messing this up today. We get to know our guests, and on Thursdays, we find out their best or worst moments. That being said, let's please welcome to the show someone who I think is an amazing comedian, has a great story, Joey Guila.
Hey, Joey. And I only think you're a okay comedian. I'm just kidding.
We need the truth today. We need the truth. I got my tissue. I can take it. I'm a big boy.
How are you?
I got my booster chair. Let's go. Man. Hey, I feel fly. 5'6", no neck. Let's go.
How's the quarantine treating you?
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Seriously, doing nothing? Oh my God.
Oh man.
You know what? We've always been taught just to like grind. I grind. You know what? All of a sudden, every day I wake up, I hear, "Let's chill." My girl don't like affection, so I just hug my pillow. Yeah, man. It's been great, and it's given me a chance just to connect with family members that owe me money. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Now you can focus on getting your shit.
I'm like, Auntie, $18. 2002.
I always tell people that, as a man who hates to leave the house, I feel like I've been training for quarantining my whole life. I'm like, this is it. I hate to leave the house so much. When I get home from work, I don't want to go anywhere. And I am so happy with this whole thing. It's driving my wife crazy. Because she's like a great white shark. If she's not moving, she just
right.
Not me. I'm like, quarantine? Bring it on.
Yeah.
What you got?
My girl's always checking to see what I'm doing. She's always doing that. Yeah, every 5 minutes. What are you doing? Everything is. I always pretend like I'm doing something. I'm like, I'm just cleaning. You always gotta pretend you're doing something.
In this time, are you still being able? You're a comedian, right? So, are you able to do comedy still, or are you doing it online?
I did. I said yes to one gig. Oh my gosh, doing comedy on Zoom, that's like making love to a mannequin at JCPenney's, man. It's like it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. There's like no response, and then because everything's like timing, Yeah. So when you don't hear a laugh, you just look around for a while, and you keep going. And, I don't sweat, and I was sweating. Yeah,
How do you do a Zoom comedy show? That's interesting.
Yeah, and majority of the mics are turned off, and then you hear like a couple comedians, maybe like two guests, and comedians study each other. They just like if they join, they go. You just feel like you're bombed. You're like, oh my God.
Wow,
I don't need the $35.
Although I have a friend that did a comedy show in Orange County, and it was really weird for him because in Orange County they don't believe in the mask thing and social distancing, and so he was like really uncomfortable because this was like in April or May, or like in May or something. It was like really like not like like when the middle of the first wave, and he was freaking out because he just was like not used to seeing people and also seeing them without masks on. And then, so at the end of the, you guys hang out after the show, and he walked out and stayed outside, waited for his money outside because he didn't want to be near anybody. He didn't want to and I was just like, that would be really weird too, right? Just to go to a show where nobody's social distancing, nobody's like.
Because when people laugh, guess what? Them particles are flying towards you. through your tunnels. You know what I'm saying? I can do comedy like this. Knock, knock.
Ooh. Man, the way you're talking, bro, I don't want to leave the house ever. All them particles?
That's
No
crazy.
way.
So how are you spending your time then?
You know what? Oh, man, I just been doing some inner work, man. Just like meditating. I got this, I don't know if you've ever heard of the mini trampolines. They call them, white people call them rebounders. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right?
But
Right?
yeah, just like, trying to get healthy. It helps with the lymphatic system. Just
Sure
jumping
does.
around. That's the first time I seen my titties bounce. That's crazy.
Wait, your susu? Your susu?
My susu, man. My susus. Yo, and they're a different color now. You know what I'm saying? As I got older, it's like Straw Hat Pizza pepperoni now. I'm like, man. I thought I was fine in my 20s, but you know what? When you're jumping on a trampoline and you're almost 50, man, you just become real.
Wait. So now that you're looking inside yourself, do you like what you find or do you not like what you find?
I like it. I like it. Yeah, because it's almost like self-love, self-care. Never taught in school to be like, I love myself the way I am. I was complimenting my titties. I was like, yeah. Hey, at least you match. That's what I said.
Wow. See, you're good, man. All this time to self-reflect, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Oh, time to make some changes for me. That's crazy.
Right.
What?
That's crazy. Hey, so one of the things I want to commend you on is your beating cancer, bro. That's pretty amazing.
Thank you so much, brother.
Did I hear you say you had it 4 times?
Yeah, actually 3 times, and then last year I had a crazy autoimmune disease that was just like brought me to the hospital 4 times a month. They're trying to save me with blood transfusions, and yeah, they didn't know what was going on with my body. So yeah, I went in the ring 3 times with cancer, had a bone marrow transplant, and then got my autoimmune disease. But they saved me, and it was so nice. People came together and helped me. There was like they did like a GoFundMe. I had to do some alternative medicine because my doctors didn't know what to do. They just said, we just got to take out your spleen. And, they saved me and took it out, but that's part of the immune system. So now with COVID, I'll be like, man, even when I'm on the phone, I'll be wearing a mask too. I go, yeah, mom.
Look at that. Beating cancer to opening up for Joy Koy. That's awesome, dude.
Well, so that means that's even more serious that you can't leave the house then, right?
Yeah, definitely. I got so many supplements here just to make sure like everything is running good. I got like all types of vitamin D,
antioxidants,
vitamin C, antioxidants. I got probably like 20 things I take. It's crazy.
That's good though, man.
Like
so is that just you being proactive with all this?
Yeah, I learned all this stuff originally from doing alternative medicine the 3rd time it happened. When I was in first stage, they were like, that's it. I go, that's it? They're like, that's it. So I had to figure out what to do. So I realized that healing, there's 1,000 ways to heal the body, but we're not supposed to know all this stuff.
Yeah, I know, right? There's no money in it. There's no money.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for you, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Happy to be here, man. So happy to be here.
Well, so tell me, did you always want to be a comedian, or is that something that came up later? Or tell me a little bit about your journey to become a...
Oh, the journey. So my father was the real comedian of the family. He was like, a Pinoy player from the 70s, shirt always open like this. He had the butterfly collar, and I was the mini-me. I'd walk in to the parties just like that. And I was always complaining, I can wear a t-shirt because I'd be on the swing with my chest showing. I was the only one in the class. He didn't cut my hair. I had the Bee Gees, bro. So we walk into our parties, our Gila parties. He comes in, he turns on the music, he's dancing, he's making fun of people. He was like the Cedric Entertainer in the 70s, kind of. So I would just watch him like Cap make fun of, all his brothers and sisters, dance. And it was like a show. And I was shy growing up, but, I'd always watch him. And then as I got older, probably like 12, 13, I started impersonating my friends' parents. Like, my best friends are Chinese and Russian. And so I remember.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in San Francisco, in the Richmond district in San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, predominantly Russian and Chinese. So I had straight hair. I mean, I'm sorry, I had curly hair. I wanted straight hair like my Chinese friends. You know, I was just so jealous. But yeah, when I was young, I wanted even the accent too, because my friends had like a slight accent, and then you know they come to my house and they were like, Joey, do you like to come outside to ride a skateboard? And then you know, so my mom was like, how come you always sound Chinese when you talk? So it was like I was joking, but I was serious at the same time. And my Russian friends would come over, and you know, just being around their family, sitting in the living room, just hearing them, like I adapted that accent too. They'd be like, "You want to play baseball or football?" And you know, we would just talk with a Russian accent. I was like a little parrot. But then, so in the DJ days and in the '80s, my best friend Paulie Paul would DJ garage parties, and we go see Qbert and Mixmaster Mike. And
sure.
When they'd be setting up, I grabbed the microphone. My friend Paulie Paul setting up in the garage party. I grabbed and I'd start making fun of my friends while we're setting up and joking. They cap on me, I cap on them. And then when the music came on, no one wanted to dance. So I'd be the first one to go dance. You know, dance real goofy, of course. Everyone's laughing. And then pretty soon, I'm bringing people to dance floor, and I'm like, oh, shoot, that's what my dad used to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then like 35 years later now, you know, I'm still doing the same thing with my friend DJ Paulie Paul, and then me. It's just, except now I'm just sharing it the world. But the reason why I said I gotta do stand-up comedy is because when I had my setback with health, I would just sit there and watch stand-up comedy, and it felt so good. I would watch Comic View, my favorite comics like D.L. Hughley and Cedric Entertainer, and I would sit there and laugh, and I go, wait, I'm getting chemo, but man, I'm rolling. And right there, I said, you know what? I said, later on, hopefully when I'm in remission, there's two things I want to do. Since I lost my hair with chemo, I want to do hair, be a hairdresser like my grandfather, great grandfather, and then one day I'm gonna grab the mic, and I love to heal people. So
that's cool.
That's pretty much why I got into comedy. And then I worked at Jose. So I got a job at Jose Bear Salon in Beverly Hills, and my friend was cutting Jerry Seinfeld's hair. And I was like, yeah. So then I was tripping out. So I was in the color side. I was assistant for a colorist. So I went on the side and I was just watching him all creepy, Jerry Seinfeld on the wall.
With one eye open.
For like 10 minutes, I just watched him like this. And then the next day, I signed up in Culver City for some comedy class, and then that's how I kind of started.
Oh wow, was he nice?
I didn't talk to him. I was talking to Kramer because I was doing his sideburns. I was coloring his sideburns.
Kramer, they went together?
Kramer, they came 2 days apart, but it was just so weird. Yeah, it was so weird. I would do Kramer's sideburns, like color the sideburn. He didn't say hi or nothing. It was just weird. And I'm like friendly talking to him, you know. Hey, what's happening? He's on.
Wow, not a word, huh?
Yeah, and
that dude, man.
I just put some water in the eyes.
Wow, this is interesting. This is really cool, dude. So, have you played the Philippines yet?
Yeah, for the first time, yes. So when I had the setback with my autoimmune disease last year, oh man, Joy Koy reached out to check.
That's right.
He goes, man, I want to check on you. How you doing? How you feeling? And I was like, oh man, just going through therapy. I was going through alternative therapy after he took out my spleen. He's all, hey man, you down to hop on stage? And I was like, when? He goes, right now. Right now? What do you mean? He goes, yeah, come to San Jose to my hotel. So I went to his hotel in San Jose, and still kind of weak. And pretty soon we take a private car. We go to this venue. 5 minutes later, comes to the stage, Joey Gila, and I walk out. I haven't performed in probably a year, and I look out and there's like thousands of people.
Wow.
And then the first joke hit, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was that feel. Like they were healing me from laughing.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Hearing that laughter was like making me feel like energized again. So I was so thankful he gave me the opportunity. But he's like, wait, there's more. Just stay healthy. And I was like, oh, where are we going? LA, Vegas? And then he told me, he's like, no, man, we're going to Philippines. I go, Philippines?
Philippines. No, not that Philippines. The other Philippines around the corner.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, man, got something with something with Netflix, man. I go, Netflix? And
wow.
But he just said, yeah, get healthy. And so I was trying to take all my supplements. I was trying to do everything.
Wow. That's cool. That's so cool that he reached out. He really helps other Filipino comedians, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's super, super kind, super generous. And I've known him probably for like 17 years.
Oh, wow. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 48.
Damn, you look good, dude.
Oh,
I thought you were a lot younger.
This hand sanitizer.
For a second, I was like, hold on, is Joy putting out some hand lotion? Because it ain't that kind of party, baby.
Oh, thank you, brother. Man, you don't even want to compliment me. My girl don't even compliment me.
Dude, I could. Wow.
I'm like, babe, don't look fine here.
I was gonna say, do you have any black in you? Because we don't crack. I'm just saying.
Well, no. Wait, Asians though. Wait, come on, Martin. Asians, we look young for a really long time, and then this is my theory. We look young to we're like 78, 80, and then all of a sudden we look like we're 115. Right? and then we spend the rest of our lives as 115. But up until that point, we look 10 years younger than our age.
It just all comes crashing down.
Yeah.
No, Joey, if you told me you were 31, I'd be like, okay, I wouldn't even think twice about it, dude.
Oh,
and then that's what I thought. And then when you said you'd been in remission for 15 years, I was like, wait a minute. So you had it when you were like 6? What's happening here? I was like, man, he was doing alternative medicine at 6 years old. I was like, man, he's a groundbreaker.
Oh, man.
Although
good for you, dude.
To be fair,
my fiance, you don't compliment Martin, compliments me.
That's right. Recognize, girl.
To be fair, though, if you said you were 80 years old, I would be like, okay.
Cody's always throwing salt in the game.
You must be high, bro.
All right, Cody.
All right. Well, I think we're at the end of this episode 48. Excuse me. And so thank you. I know I have to get it right, but thank you, Joey, so much for coming on.
Awesome.
We just started a new Patreon. All the podcasts are doing it, so we're gonna do it too. And so I always say if somebody told me to jump off a bridge, I jump off a bridge too. So that's why we're doing it. We have 3 tiers. I think $5, $10, $20, and everyone thinks podcasting is free, but it's not free. It does cost money and our time. So anything you guys could give, please let me know. Let us please support us. The links are going to be in the show notes as well as on our website as well. So come check it out. Please support. Really appreciate it. Anything you could give would be much, much appreciated. And thank you again, guys. And we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Oh, man. Thank you guys so much, man.